Hey guys, what's up? It's Andy. You're listening to the MFCEO Project podcast. I'm here with my co-host Vaughn Kohler. What's up, Vaughn?
Not much.
And we're going to hit up a special 4th of July edition of the MFCEO.
I'm pumped. Are you going to sing the national anthem?
I would, except my voice is messed up from my speaking engagements over the past weekend.
Yeah. Otherwise, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. You know what? I'll do that next time.
Okay, good.
I'll get us singing. Guys, we just had this little idea to do a special edition podcast. Not going to be a full episode here. It's going to be nice and short and sweet. If you follow me, you know that I am a big supporter of the military. I love our armed forces. I am very proud of them and extremely humbled and proud of the sacrifices they make. And I'm not just talking about the guys who lose a limb or the people who die. I'm talking about also the people who take time away from their families and they sacrifice that time to go out and protect the freedoms that we have. And I want to talk a little bit about that today.
Yeah. And for that matter, the families that these soldiers leave behind when they go across.
There's a lot of people, man, that are
spouses
giving a lot.
And kids, and I wrote an article about that one time. But
right, and they're never considered, you know.
Yeah, they're never considered.
And obviously, you know, these people are volunteering to do this, okay, and that's great. But there's so many people involved in that sacrifice, and you know, you asked me a question earlier about something that I say a lot, which is success is your obligation. I say that a lot in my posts. I say that a lot in real life. And this is a perfect opportunity to sort of explain what I mean when I say success is your obligation, all right? Here we're celebrating a holiday, the independence of our country. We have all these people in Afghanistan. We have all these people in Iraq. We have all these people all over the place doing the job of protecting our freedoms. And they protect our freedoms so that we have opportunities. And I just want to run through a couple points with you guys for you to think about over the weekend in terms of why that's important. You know, this is still, regardless of the problems that we have as a country, the greatest country on earth.
Bar none.
Bar none.
Yeah.
Okay? This is still the country that has the most opportunity on earth. Bar none. Okay? There's no comparison. There's nobody out there that has more good shit going for it than us. Now, do we have a lot of things that need to be fixed? Absolutely. Do we have shit to complain about? What family doesn't?
Right.
But at the end of the day, we're all fucking Americans. All of us. Republican, Democrat, gay, straight, black, white, male, female. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right.
Okay? And all this shit that I see on Facebook and Instagram, people complaining about this or that or this. Dude, you guys sound like a bunch of bickering little bitches. That's the reality. You know, this is an opportunity for us to stand together, be strong, appreciate what we have, and reflect upon how great it is to live in this country. So we're going to go out this weekend and we're going to drink a couple beers with our friends. We're probably going to barbecue. You know, some of us are going to work. Some of us are going to, you know, we're going to celebrate. At some point in time, I'm sure everybody listening is going to have, at least here in the U.S., is going to have some time to think about what 4th of July means. And I hope, and my hope is for you, that you guys take that time to reflect upon just how fucking great it is to live here, okay? And I'm just going to run through some points real quick that I want you to think about. This isn't so much just an episode on education. It's also reflection. So what I want to do is I want to give you guys some points to think about. Not so much me preaching or teaching or giving information, but I want you to think about this weekend, all right? The first point is this, and this is the question I want to ask. What is your real work ethic? Okay, we have a lot of people in this country that talk about how hard they work, all right? But the truth of the matter is you and I both know that we have more to give. You know that you are capable of more, all right? We have all these people out there protecting our freedoms, doing all these things, sacrificing all these opportunities for themselves. Are you honoring that sacrifice by working as hard as you can? Right. Are you doing the things that need to be done? Are you giving the most that you have? right? That's the first point. What is your real work ethic? Only you can answer that. You know, a lot of people are hiding over in the corner trying not to get noticed. You know, a lot of people are trying to get by with minimal effort. A lot of people are trying to cut corners. To me, it's your obligation to do the best that you can. You have people giving up their whole entire lives so that you have that opportunity. Don't dishonor people by being fucking lazy. This all goes into the success is your obligation and what I mean by that. Point number 2. Are you using the tools and the opportunities that are available to you to maximize your potential? You know, we have the most information that we possibly could ever have in the history of time available to us at our fingertips 24 hours a day. And some of you might say, oh, I don't have the internet. You must have the internet if you're listening to this podcast. Okay? Are you using the tools? Are you reading the books available to you? You can get them for free at the library. Are you doing the best you can to improve yourself, to honor the people who are sacrificing for you to have that opportunity? Are you doing that? Point number 3. Are you putting yourself out there and taking risks, or are you playing it safe and, like I said a minute ago, hiding in the corner hoping no one will notice and you can just kind of scoot through life? You know, greatness and success are your obligation. They're not an option. You honor the people who pay the price for you to have these opportunities by taking the risks necessary for you to improve. They don't have to be big, giant risks, but certainly don't hide in the corner and say, oh, I'm scared of risks, and then expect to be rewarded. It's not going to happen. You've got to be willing to take advantage of the opportunities presented by putting yourself out there. Are you fucking worried about what people say about you when you take a little risk? Why? Why would you worry about that? All you're doing is buffering your end result. You're dimming your light. You're slowing your potential. You're creating a product that isn't your best fucking work. Don't do that. That's dishonoring the people who have paid the price that we're going to celebrate this weekend. There is nothing great ever that has been accomplished without willingness to take risk. And I know it's scary, and I know it's easy to stay out of that zone of whatever the risk is. But you're not fulfilling your obligation. You're not fulfilling your potential by doing that. Take risks. Sometimes you're going to lose, but you know what happens when you lose at those risks? You learn valuable lessons that will help you succeed the next time. If you never step out of your comfort zone, you're going to be very uncomfortable later. All right? Take that risk. Whatever it is that you wonder if you should or shouldn't be doing, you probably fucking should, and your inner brain is telling you, oh, don't do that. It might not work out. You're right, it might not work out, but as long as you learn something, it will be worth that investment, okay? Take risks. Number 4, gratitude. Take a second to reflect on all the things that you have that are great. You know, as an entrepreneur, as a success-minded individual, it's very usual and normal for us to look at all the things we don't have and all the things we want and all the things that could be. Take a minute this weekend and reflect on how great your life really is, okay? Every morning when I wake up in the morning, when I'm brushing my teeth, I consciously have to remind myself of all the wonderful and positive and great things that I have because I'm minded just like any other entrepreneur. I see what's not there, okay? So I have to physically and remind myself, and the way I do that is trigger that by when I'm brushing my teeth, okay? I have a beautiful wife. I have great friends. I have great employees who are passionate. I have the ability to reach people like you all, okay? I have these cool dogs that love me for no matter what I do. I mean, there's so many things. You know, I'm healthy. I can communicate with people all over the earth at the touch of a click of a button. I can fly in an airplane across the country in 3 hours. We have all these cool things available to us that other people don't have. So take a minute to recognize that and recognize the reason we have those things is because for hundreds of years, we've had men and women protecting our freedoms to be able to enjoy those opportunities. So be thankful. Point number 5. I'm gonna assign, now point number 5 is a little bit different, okay? Point number 5 is I'm gonna assign you a homework assignment. And that homework assignment is gonna be over the course of this upcoming weekend. All right, today's Friday. You're going to be out doing things Saturday, Sunday, probably hanging with your boys or with your family or having a barbecue. Take 2 hours and be productive, okay? Don't waste your whole entire weekend away drinking whiskey. I mean, I'm going to drink some whiskeys. I'm going to drink a couple beers. I'm going to hang out with my family. But I fucking guarantee you that I'm going to take at least 2 hours of my weekend and I'm going to improve myself in some way. Whether that's working on my computer, and I'm not talking about getting on Facebook or Instagram, making a post. I'm talking about reading a book for 2 hours. Okay? I'm talking about do your emails for 2 hours. Get out and run 2 miles, because that would take me 2 hours. But the point is do something productive that's going to improve yourself this weekend. That is honorable, okay? That is fulfilling your obligation. Take those steps to fulfill your obligation to succeed, all right? So what do we have? What's your real work ethic? What are you giving? Are you giving 100%? 2, are you using all the tools and opportunities? 3, are you taking risks? Are you putting yourself out there? Are you taking the proper steps to improve yourself, even though they might be scary? Number 4, gratitude. Be thankful for what you have. And number 5, go out and do your fucking homework and report back on Monday that you did it. So guys, that's the 5 points. Go out, do your homework, be productive this weekend, honor these people who are paying the prices for you to have these opportunities by being your best, okay? Don't sit around and be a shit bum. Don't sit on your ass. Don't be lazy. Honor these people by being your best, all right? That's what your obligation is. That's what I mean when I say success is your obligation. I'll say it a million times. It's not just about the soldiers too. It's about your family. It's about the people that maybe aren't even in your lives yet. Maybe it's the kids that you haven't had yet. You are obligated to be the best that you could possibly be. And if you're not working towards that, you are failing your part of the deal. And that's what this weekend's about. This weekend's about honoring these people, at least to me, by getting better. I live my whole life like that. I try to be the best that I can, and you guys need to be the best that you can. Honor the people paying the price, paying the sacrifices, the people who aren't with their families, the people who aren't on this planet, the people who are walking around with missing limbs and handicaps, by being your best self. Success is your obligation. The bottom line is this, guys. We live in the greatest country in the history of fucking earth. You want to be patriotic and honor those who have served and sacrificed so much for us? Go out and be fucking great. That's how you honor them. Thank you for listening to the MFCEO Project. We will be back next week, Tuesday, I believe, with a new podcast. If you have any questions, hit me up. Ask Andy at the MFCEO.com. And have a great weekend, guys, and we'll talk to you later.